Education is the key to a bright future.
Today's girls are the women of the future. They should receive an equal treatment and access to ICT as boys. ICT is the mode of education that uses information and communication technology to enhance and optimize the delivery of information. There are several challenges that a girl child faces in this digital world. Majority of girls have less time and spend most of their time in the kitchen doing the chores. They undergo cultural constraints that restrict their access to use of technology. In some cultures, boys have been valued more than girls from the moment of birth. Does that mean that a girl child is useless in this world? Does that mean that a girl child is useless in this world? Many girls around the nation are being denied in use of computers. Does that mean a girl child cannot handle the pressures of computers? They are being exploited and discriminated against it. And such thing can lead a girl child to feel underconfident and reluctant to use of computers. Although ICT holds a great potential for empowering girls and supporting them in digital environment, one cannot ignore the constraints that girls face in accessing and using computers. Girls are seen as burdens and inferior to boys. They are still treated as second priorities. In some cultures says, why should a girl child sit down and hold the computer mouse while at the end of the day she will hold a baby's napkin? Does that mean that a girl child should just stay behind and take care of babies? Most things about computers are said to be for boys. And allocation of resources for education and training always favor boys. Does that mean a girl child is not able to operate a computer? However, these barriers that are faced by girls in this digital nation can be solved. We can solve them by providing a public space to make important information on women's rights universally available, supporting women to claim and demand for their rights. We can also stop this by creating new possibilities for education, employment for girls in this digital economy. Most cultures still believe in ancient years, not realizing that we are now in the new modern environment. Boys and girls should be given the same kind of knowledge about computers, as computers bring inclusion, collaboration, knowledge retention, and motivate learning, and improve engagement to all genders. Thank you.
Each time a man loses his job, or each time a lady loses her job, a girl child is the one who is affected the most. Most privileges are given to a boy child, and a girl child is neglected. And as empowermefirst.college, we vow to stand along with young girls. We vow to offer privileges to young ladies. We vow to make education readily accessible to young girls. A round of applause to these young people who just presented their drama.
I was so excited about this initiative because number one, it's reaching the people that I'm passionate about. And number two, it's reaching so many of you in a least expensive way. I was quite moved to listen to the lady, the young woman, who talked about the fate of the girl child. It really breaks my heart, Dr. Sitole, to hear that so many years, 40 years since we started the fight for women's rights, the fight for gender equality. And 40 years later, we are still hearing these horrible stories we were hearing 40 years ago. So where are we? What are we not doing that we should be doing? So everywhere you go, you see what you can do. Take opportunity and try to use that opportunity to help others. Which means that you girls, especially boys who are sympathetic as well, but you girls, you really have a great challenge. Because number one, you have to conquer this mountain that is still bothering us. And number two, you have to encourage other girls to also take advantage. It may be empowerment based, it may be other Zimbabwe has a lot of opportunities, so that more girls can also be like you, understand that you can get where you want to be. Because the most important thing is you have to know where you want to be.
What an auspicious day. What an auspicious occasion. We gained access to computers. What a great opportunity we have. For many years, girls lived in the world of darkness. They lived in the world of unappreciation, taken for granted and looked down upon. In the middle of nowhere, then came the way. In the middle of darkness, then came the light. Girls have overcome the wrong norms where they were abused emotionally by being used as sex tools and violated. This is not how they should live their lives. They were made to live a life of haste. We now have technology as our middle name. We now have the ability to do anything that we believe and hope in. We now have the freedom to access and safely command our future. Cyberbullying was one of the walls which stood between girls and accessing to a computer. This made a girl child's life to be in between a rock and a hard thing. The threats made girls to break off and give up on their dreams, but as the light shines, this is the only way you see the way. Even after being on the ground, we managed to get up on our feet. Online predictors were some of the obstacles which were faced by the girls in the digital world. This even made us to turn a blind eye on the importance of ICT. But then came a rope to our rescue. Slowly but surely, we have been taking our place. They have been filling the gap, they have been clearing the void, they have been occupying the vacuum. Today I applaud young ladies for taking their place. Today I celebrate ladies who are defied the oath. Today I say ICT is the way to go. Today I say ICT is the solution. As girls, we reign over cyber bullies. We reign over predictors. We reign over hackers. We reign over cyberspace. I encourage girls to embrace the ICT tools. I encourage girls to defy the odds. I encourage girls to stand firm on their feet. They say future is female and the future is us and the future is now.
Crop of girls that are going to reign in the cyberspace. You are the crop of girls that we are going to see developing applications, developing softwares, developing new programs that are going to be helpful. Artificial intelligence is not only for men, but it is also for you young girls. And I would like to encourage you to embrace the ICT tools. It is your time. The time is now, and the future is now.
The elephant is in the house.
Yeah.
Ladies, why are we wearing silent faces? Can I have all the ladies standing up and coming to the front?
It doesn't matter, you are 60 years, you are 100 years, you are still a girl. Today you are going to be a girl. Girl, power! Girl, power! Move around. Today is our day. We can have 20 hours. It's our day. Girl, power! 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 I want to say it until they are jealous. Girl, power! Girl, power! Girl, power! You're already standing up, so let's do it even more. Girl, power! Girl, power! Girl, power!
I'm going to say a bit about my qualification, just to motivate a girl child. I obtained my O-levels at Nejambezi, at Nelusi Primary School. I also learned in a rural setup. I hope I'm challenging someone already. Well, I did not do my A-level. I remember I wrote my A-level when I was very old. I think I was around 28. But what I remember well when I was home, 31 years back, I said in class, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor. And everyone laughed. The only doctor that we know is a medical doctor. I am not a medical doctor. I am an academic doctor. This is what I studied. Yes, men should be applauding even more. Because we are here because of you. We are here because you have challenged us so much.
You know, when I look at ladies, I see great assets of our communities. I see great assets of this nation. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter how your background was, you know. She's coming from a humble setting. She's coming from a rural background. But she made it. And here she stands in front of us, inspiring us all to defy all the odds and strive to greater heights.
Education is the key to a bright future. Empowermefirst.college is here today. Empowermefirst.college is here today. To become a bridge to a higher education. To become a bridge to a higher education. Empowering the youth to become innovators. Empowering the youth to become self-reliant. To educate the youth is to educate the whole world. And to empower the youth is to empower the nation. I said to educate the youth is to educate the whole world. And to empower the youth is to empower the nation. I said to educate the young people is to educate the whole world. To empower the young people is to empower the nation. Empowermefirst.college is here. Let's join our hands to empower the youth. Empowermefirst.college is here. Let's join our hands to empower the youth. Moving around all over the world. Let's join our hands to save the world. Moving around all over the world. Let's join our hands to save the world. Save the nations. Empower the youth. Save the world. Empower the young people. Today, there are so many young people who have no access to quality education. It is through our support and donations that we are going to put a smile on their faces and make a difference for their lives. We make education accessible to all in your way, everywhere, anytime, against all odds. So join us together to support this noble cause. So join us together to support this noble cause. Our main aim is to make education accessible to all, regardless of their age, regardless of their gender, regardless of their belief, regardless of their status, regardless of their backgrounds. Oh yeah, come on now, let's support this cause. Come on now, let's support this cause. Yeah, yeah. To educate the youth is to educate the whole world. And to empower the youth is to empower the nation. I said to educate the youth is to educate the whole world. And to empower the youth is to empower the nation. I said to educate the young people is to educate the whole world. To empower the young people